who has no idea of what the hell he's talking about. It's so self-righteous and pompous in the way he describes things. He's like, oh, he knows shit. He doesn't know anything. He's making all his money selling books and seminars on how to if it's to how to make money or it's whatever it is. He doesn't know anything. And that is who you're being exposed to. That's why when you're listening to people, just understand that, let's see, you can learn something from everybody. Hands down, absolutely. But I think it's a lot better when you learn from somebody who actually knows the stuff and is teaching the right information. Because if you've learned it, but you haven't mastered it, you cannot teach it properly. You cannot teach it properly. If you've learned it, you can still teach it and do a half-assed job at it, which is what happens. It's not very often that the person who learned from the main chick, and this is just an example, by the way, the main person who actually knows her stuff, the person who learned from her doesn't wait until he's mastered it to teach the other people. Because if he comes to the point of mastery, then he can teach it to other people and it'll be okay. It'll be from his perspective, but it'll still be good because he's mastered it. But a lot of that doesn't happen most of the time. I cannot say that for a fact because I don't know that for a fact. But it's a very reasonable conjecture. I think that's the word I should use there. It's a very reasonable assumption that that's what happens. A pretty reasonable assumption. So that's why you be careful when you're listening. And also then you have the added element of some people lying because they don't want you to know the truth. And then you also have the element of some people knowing it but just suck at teaching. Yesterday I was in a pool and I'm just recently learning to swim. Because I can't swim yet. I did pretty good actually yesterday, but I still wouldn't be confident jumping into a lake or something yet. And so there were 3 people there. One of them tried to teach me. She knows how to swim. She was teaching me. But she knows how to swim, but she couldn't really teach me as well as the other 2 people there. Because the other 2 people could also swim, but they knew how to teach me. They all can swim, I guess equally well. But one of them could teach, she was not doing a bad job, just she was not very good at it. And she told, I don't know how to teach you. I can swim, I just don't know how to teach you. The other 2 kind of did actually know how to teach. So you have that element of people, first of all, don't know what they're talking about, but they still try to teach it. They might be lying to you, and they don't know how to teach. And a lot of times people have all these 3 in them. And then you try to learn something from them, and that just really doesn't work out that way. Right? Make sense, guys? I really hope it does, because this is a pretty important concept that you should understand and grasp. It's pretty important. Okay, can't wait for my jolt of caffeine. Can't wait for the jolt of caffeine that I already got into my system to express itself. You guys have a good one.